Down below, they're alive. So is Zoof. It's a 2v2v1.
That's an incredible performance by Zayt and Valkyrie, able to survive till that top 3 spot in 2 games now. But again, here we go. This is the fun part.
They're fighting the mountain.
Oh, and they got him.
Kitty, we talked about the mountain. It's too strong. Wait, so does that mean Zoof? It must be Zoof is the only one?
Like, right now, this is Bizzle and Som's game. And it is. Zoof just went down to storm damage. He slid down the mountain. And like I said, Bizzle is, well, Som got 5 kills, but Bizzle's an amazing
Wait, so
player.
They got 8. Kitty, they got 8.
What did I tell you?
So they got the 8 eliminations and the victory royale.
So I got 6 points.
Launching.
I love these cinematic shots.
They're so good, right?
They're so good. Makes me really want to play Fortnite.
Oh, he just walked out. Shout out to Nick. Great recording stuff. This is pretty neat, but right off the bat.
Ooh, right away watching Prohennis and Maddie. I've played with Maddie recently. She's an exceptional player, straight slayer, and she makes some of the most entertaining videos I've watched on YouTube where she pretends to be a troll.
What?
I know, but she's an amazing player.
Or like a troll, or
oh,
like
sorry,
I'm
pretends to be a
you.
noob.
Ah.
And she doesn't pretend to be a troll because she is a troll by pretending to be a noob.
Fair.
And they're very, very entertaining. She's a great streamer and player. So it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to play the game. Already landing in that pretty safe spot. Looks like she just has landed with the other 2 teammates, and she chose that. But she's a pretty aggressive player, so I don't blame her.
Well,
Hennis is trusting her in that house. And
yeah, he's got the loot, and he picks up the heavy snipe. So
this could do a lot or do a little.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. He's not moving forward, right? He's like, you know, can you make your way over to me?
Hey, Maddie, are you okay? Because I'm over here, and I only have a heavy.
He does have the minis. Yeah,
and
that's about it, though. But Maddie is very quick. So I don't know if they know Maddie's there.
Oh, they definitely hear her now. She's moving in, taking shots on Kayun. Oh,
that was so
nice. Maddie got a really nice shot on Kayun, knocking him down. Umi is popping up to try and get part of this.
Oh, but Umi doesn't have a weapon.
Okay. Umi, I really appreciate that you're going for the pickaxe.
One shot, and there you go.
Okay.
Maddie.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Definitely maybe not the play for them to be aggressive after looting that house and finding only 1 weapon, but her trust in Kayun, and they didn't know that Hennis was sitting up there with the snipe as well. And, ooh, okay, so KP5 and Dingle Derper keep landing at the same place with Cease. So far, Dingle and KP5 have knocked them out once. They knocked Dingle and KP5 out last game. So it'll be interesting to see. Ooh, we get to see it.
That's right, Maddie
clutching
it up.
Shout
outs to Maddie, okay. You gotta think too, in that moment, she's probably like, there's someone else here, and then they just see like the pickaxe out, and you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, I would love to hear comms on that, definitely. Okay, so these guys know they're below them. They're hungry, it's 1-1. Let's see how this ends up. Let's see who is the victor of Salty Springs.
They're closing in, KP5 is healing. Dingle's doing everything she can to be alive.
I don't know if they knew that KP5 was on that side, but it doesn't matter. Getting the shots, and wow,
the disrespect.
Cease.
You know, realistically, I guess that's a hard.
I thought I trained him a little bit better than that.
There you go. I thought you learned
maybe
better.
I trained him perfectly, and that's why he's dancing on bodies. So
you decide, chat. What are your thoughts? Fall Skirmish. We'd love to hear from you. Exotic Chaotic, though.
Ooh, Tfue knocked by Double. And looks like Myth just took out a duo as well in the kill feed.
There you go.
Ooh.
Tendons. Securing the elimination. So that means Tfue is out.
So that was Tfue in that building who they were fighting in. Punisher, hearing the fight, wants to be a part of it. Pushing up. He's got an SMG. Ooh, already taking down Tendons. That was quick.
Oh,
he had some great shots.
I think his teammate, I'm not sure if they're very close to bleeding out or... Yeah, they're down right there. Punisher! Oh.
So that's really interesting that he decided to go for the elimination instead of supporting his teammate while he was knocked. Because I don't think that... is it Double?
Double, yeah.
I don't think that Double would have pushed him while he was... Yeah, because they had just finished fighting Tfue. But
I think it might have been that Double didn't exactly know, or rather Punisher didn't know where Double was exactly, so he's just playing it safe. I agree, though. I feel like especially when you're like, I'm at 5,
play for yourself.
4, 3.
Hey, Punisher,
two.
I'm over here. Can you help me?
Please help.
I mean, we don't know. Maybe he was like, you know what? Better off without me, man. Focus on your game. I've heard that too in comps. So
that's fair. Again, goes back to play your own life.
We can only guess.
We can only guess.
Looks like Cease finished off sidearms and deluxe, but he did lose his teammate in the process. Not sure if that was just a knock or a finish, but unsure. No more ammo in his SMG.
Oh.
Double, however, 108. So he's going to be able to take down those walls quickly. Hopefully get that shot on him, but
he doesn't have any builds right now, but he cracks back.
Yeah, Punisher choosing to drop down, maybe get the drop and catch him off guard, but ultimately going down.
Yeah, keep in mind though, that is Double's his duo's
this
fourth
combo. These wings with this skin.
Yep. There you go. So we've seen
choosing to rift out.
Or actually, we saw the other combo earlier. I thought this was the combo.
The
you're talking
Raven
about.
wings.
Yeah.
No, this is the Batman wings.
Yeah, the
bat wings. Yeah.
Yeah. Raise Fire and Thweefo, they're just chilling. They're not really being contested, so they can just kind of take their time. Farm mats. Tilted though. That's seeing some action.
Bring us into Tilted.
So look, it's Aiden versus
fighting
Nick.
right now. Takes out Gronky. I think he just took out Gronky. So Aiden loses his teammate to Nick. He's got some extra fire coming in from the high grounds. Looking to get maybe a nice surprise opening on Nick, but I mean, Nick knows. He's a pro.
I like the way he ricocheted the grenade off the wall there to try and
look
how
works.
close it was.
Yeah.
This is a skill, ladies and gentlemen. Take time, bounce grenades on walls. It can be extremely helpful. And now, so the thing is
he baiting the?
You're okay. Okay.
Is he baiting the pots, or those were for Gronky?
I believe they were for Gronky.
Okay.
Now the thing is, Aiden's teammate Destroy is down.
Okay,
there
that's
was
what
another
I did
team.
see.
Yeah, Sir Llama. Sir Llama.
So Aiden did have someone knocked. Oh no, Destroy did get finished. Okay, that's what happened.
So Aiden hurt the Llama Sir. There you go. Aiden hurt Gronky, and then that's why Nick Merckx was moving and dropping the pot.
Yes.
But in that time, the Llama Sir downs Destroy and confirms the elimination. So Fear itself is
great.
also on the hill. Yeah. So it's Aiden. What is the terminology used earlier that we're gonna go ahead and bring up?
Oh, which
when
one?
You're stuck between teams.
Oh, the sandwich.
There it is.
Okay, so I'll explain this to you guys real quick, because this is a great example of it. So you never want to be the meat in the sandwich. Okay, meat's great. Okay, I'm not judging you if you like meat. Okay, that's a long conversation about meat. Anyways, you always want to be the bread. Okay, because when you're stop. Everyone in this room is laughing at me right now.
I had to mute myself. I was actually dying.
So you.
I was actually dying. Hey, Ninja's here fighting.
King Richard is super low. I'm gonna save that one for another lull in the game,
we'll
because this is definitely an intense moment that we want to be casting.
Yeah, Joseph is cute, making an aggressive push here. It looks like HD and basically Do Work they're being aggressed. Now it's interesting. They're just chilling. They're not necessarily fighting back or overbuilding or anything like that.
Trying to use the explosives to take down the base, but unfortunately it is protected.
He hit basically Do Work. And Ghost Aiden eliminated Nick Merckx with a rifle. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Still Aiden's towers.
Wow, Ninja was able to get revived. I think he was the one that got knocked down by King Richard. King Richard sitting on 1 health and a mini shield.
Wow,
not a position you want to be in.
Sofa knocks out Savage, and then Ninja and King Richard. There you go. They are eliminated.
And these guys are getting sprayed out, it sounds like. So there is a team close by. We know that on the hill, we've got a couple.
Oh, Gronky knocks Aiden. We also have a replay.
Oh, okay.
Let's check this out. Aiden versus Nick Merckx. And there you go.
Real quick.
Yep. He peeks around the corner.
What's up, my dude?
Well, what's up, my dude? There you go. Still Aiden's towers, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Gronky did get revenge for his teammate. But we see Myth and Sesfi pushing it.
They're here. They're like, hey, we know someone's here. Come on out.
We heard the fight. We want to be a part of it.
Just bring us your loot. Let's have a loot transfer.
Come out of the storm. We won't bite.
We won't bite. Just the gun will.
Okay, so guys, the sandwich. Okay?
The sandwich. Here we go.
All the pros in here are going to be like, Kristen, I know what it means to be sandwiched, but when you are playing the game and you have one team that's pushing you from one side and another team pushing you from another side, you are the meat of the sandwich, and they are the bread. And you always want to see the opportunities that you can make another team the meat, where you can both be taking shots on them with another team, as opposed to being focused by two teams. So anytime you can disengage, we saw it very clearly in a few of the games this morning for EU, and if I notice it in here, well, you'll see the pro making the decision to not be in the center of everything and to become the bread. So if I refer to that, it's only because we talked about it today, and it's just great. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because everyone's still giggling in this room with me.
I just, what you're saying is hilarious.
Is it?
In general, it's just funny to me.
Oh,
JO, the second tallest man in the world, goes down. Hamlin's being the first tallest.
Yep.
Fuzzy
In
and
the
Flame.
air.
In the air, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's just a vulnerable place to be in. I mean, you can't build it all. You just get shot at. So you really got to use your jumps, your riffs, and your jump heads strategically.
Here you go.
So we got a new little setup in here. I like this. They've made a new city around Bridge.
There you go. This is new.
Epic
you guys knew about
designers,
this new
take note.
place? Did you guys know about this? It's a new place in the world right now.
Yeah. But yeah, you see right next to High Distortion right now is Bizzle and his teammate, and they're just posted up.
Ooh,
everyone here is going to be content.
Myth goes in and grapples up and finds the Llama Sir and takes him down.
How did Myth get over here so fast? Were they not just at Tilted trying to get that final kill on Gronky?
Listen, Myth is just a legend himself.
Oh.
There you go. He's good. He's good. Now, the question is, are there any of the Shadow Stones?
I think we've got a few teams looking for it.
There's one right there. Yeah, look. So you got Sepsi's going to find one.
Oh, they're each going to get one. Myth and Sepsi. Fear itself and Gronky fighting, but I think both of them are going to go down to Storm potentially.
Can Gronky pick up the elimination? One of them is going to go down. Gronky was lost in the Storm.
Oh my gosh.
Fear itself. I think that was really well played.
Well, I don't know if either of those guys were close to that 4 mark. Do we know how many Nick Mercs and Gronky had in terms of eliminations?
Let's take a look.
So they were sitting at 2.
1, yeah,
so,
2 total.
I mean, that last kill would have not put them into the points. So
yeah, they were just trying to find an extra elimination, but unfortunately they went down. And I thought that was the right play. You know, they basically started blocking walls between each other so that if one of them wasn't eliminated by the other player, they get lost to the Storm, and then no one gets credit for that. So I think that was a smart play on their part.
Definitely. So for the eliminations right now, the top right now is Cease and Tenares, which, go Fortnites. We got Double Attendance, who we saw with those early game fights in Greasy, I believe.
And you just cursed them. We're getting really good at cursing people. Because Double Attendance have been eliminated.
Both of them are down?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, they made that 4. They got that 1 point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which club they're for, but, you know, every point counts. Okay? Just get in that top 10, everybody.
That's all.
You get that prize pool, and you get those points for your team. You get to be the hero of your team for the week. Okay? How does that feel? Great.
There you go. Now we saw 55 players currently in the lobby. Check out this new safe zone. We're heading up north of Paradise. There's a lot of hills here, and you can kind of see.
I love this area.
Yes, it's really fun. Elevation changes.
Lots of hills, open space. Yeah.
Now the key thing will be, hopefully we don't end on this mountain, because as we saw from the previous game.
So what are these lines that we're seeing on the mini map right now? Is that when they're firing? It shows the line?
That is when they're aiming down sights.
Oh, aiming down sights. Yep. Oh, okay,
so essentially, yeah, it's like where they're shooting. Yeah.
So it's like, I see you, I see you,
pew, pew,
I see you.
Pew, pew. So you can kind of see there's like little laser beams.
I like it.
There you go. More information for you guys at home, because that's what we care about here, is giving you information.
I just saw Diggy go down in the chat. He's also a member of the Fortnites and a great player. I had a chance to play with him in Trials. And, Zexro getting another elimination. I do work. So lots of people posted up.
See how I turned it around? Yeah. I mean, that's also a fact of life. You know, you do work. So HD, though, look at him over yonder. Look at all these people left alive. Did I really get you at that? You're welcome.
I just don't know what to do with that.
There you go. Listen, I'm the person that compliments and builds you up, and then, you know, make sure everyone else knows how incredible you are.
Oh, thank you.
Got your back. Got your back. Poach, though.
So Poach is on his own, but
yes.
I don't think this is ever a problem for Poach. He's definitely the type of player that in a lobby like this, he's still feeling confident. Maybe he's not going to take those aggressive plays against other duos, but you know, looking probably for the third party, looking to get a nice spot in the zone before the storm closes and take some shots on the people that are currently outside of the zone. And there's still a few of them. We got 1 more minute left till the storm closes.
Yeah, I mean, I think being alone, you know, obviously, if you think about it like a math equation, if in duos, if one of your players goes down, that's technically 50% of your power, right?
Definitely.
That goes down. So it's 50 versus 100%. It's very difficult. Lupo, though? He's all by himself?
All by himself.
Dad? But yeah, I mean, even if you are alone, it's not the end of the world. You can still do things to pick up, like you're talking about, third partying, looking for opponents that maybe peak too long. He's got the heavy sniper. He can take them down. And even if he doesn't confirm the elimination, he got the down. So when that player is eliminated, he'll get the credit. So it's not necessarily over for him.
Look at this play right now.
He's got his work cut out, though. Yeah, Animal's just like, hello.
He does not have a lot of mats. So I think his decision right now to just move with the storm as it's closing in and use as little mats as possible. And right now, in that case, that is as little mats as possible because there's a lot of firing coming down on him. And, ooh, he's found a nice thick wall to hide behind.
I almost wish he had done the ramp technique.
Oh, Bizzle getting the elimination on Lupo.
Oh, Dr. Lupo. Of course, it's Bizzle.
Lupo was very low, so.
Yeah, he was having a tough time there.
Yeah, Bizzle, they were like the gatekeepers up there, too. They had a big tower on the hill, and we're just spectating everyone coming in. And oh, look at this nice little base from HD. He's got his own bridge that he's looking to take shots from.
Alexia Ray, though, goes down, and Zexro is immediately picked off.
They're in a really hard position. Everyone that's made it towards the more inside of the zone, they're really watching that edge. Because, you know, people are going to be coming off with less resources. They're tired. Their shield is low. So that's a great time to try and get those eliminations. And we see HD leaving his little bridge to pursue. I'm not sure who he's pursuing right now. C's getting another elimination. So I think they're actually still on top now. Yeah, with 5 eliminations, if they get 1 more, they're heading into that 2-point range.
They're doing very well right now.
Yeah, C's is an incredible, incredible player when he wakes up on time.
Well then, here you go.
Story for, oh, there you go. Another frag.
Animal.
Yeah.
Oh, and
well, I mean, Animal had no shields, no team, and low resources. So I'm sure the loot drop for that elimination was not very fruitful, but it's still an elimination,
really,
and that pushes
like
them into 6.
It's not like a llama pinata. It's like a, hey, I just found
like,
loot on the ground in the world.
Were you still alive with this much stuff? How'd you do that?
Here are your current top 5 standings. You saw them there for just a moment. But back over to Poach. Again, he's by himself. That's okay.
And we got a few guys sitting on 3 right now, too. So Myth still with 3 points, Sofa and Squatting Dog with 3 points. And then we've got Annie and Joseph is cute. They also have 3. And, oh my gosh, there it is. Anthony. That's nice.
That's a good one.
So yeah, a few people sitting on 3 points. So these guys' goals right now is definitely going to be able to get that extra elimination before they go down. Going down out of top 5, so when you go down 6th, heartbreaking. And going down on 3 eliminations, also heartbreaking.
Yeah. Again, take a look at the scoreboard. Just like you were pointing out before here, your current eliminations. Again, Sace and Tina Rays, they're so close. They are currently sitting on 6 eliminations. 2 more means they get 3 points. That would be huge.
So talented, and I just saw C's toggle through a rift as well. So that's ideal for them. They have that rift. They probably have a lot of materials and ammo and guns just from their past eliminations. And yeah, hopefully good positioning. I'm not sure who is where right now. Vivid is currently out of zone. He's looking over at the next zone that he has to push into, and it looks like they're going back towards bridge. I think it looked from the minis, the mini map. So
yeah, they're going back,
towards bridge. Yep. So the nice thing about this is if you've done a good job building your way towards the zone, you can just follow your build right back. But I think for a lot of players, they got there through rifts or through jump pads, and then you don't have as much advantage. And Fuzzy and Flame going down to Joseph is cute.
That's a statement.
I want to know who Joseph is.
Joseph, are you cute?
Can you send me a pic on Twitter, Joseph?
There you go. There it is. So much fun casting with you.
What?
We have
you don't want
similar
a picture
humor.
of Joseph?
That's fair. All right, Joseph.
Am I the
After
only
this,
one?
we expect a tweet. We will judge you. We'll give you a 10 out of 10, or wherever you may
Whoa,
fall.
we're not gonna judge him. What kind of?
Well, no. I mean, we gotta confirm.
No. We're not gonna judge.
No,
your
not like
photo.
a.
Hot or not?
Oh my. No, I'd get in trouble for that, so we're not gonna do that.
Oh Lord.
I'm just gonna stick with what your name says. Joseph is cute. That's a
Bizzle
fact
just
of life.
got a knock on
Thieves. Yep.
And in the limb. All right, finishing off that. And ooh, someone just got knocked to the storm. And at this point, this is about the time that you don't want to get the revive on your teammate in storm. It definitely ticks a little too much. You're better off just conserving your health and playing as a solo. Ooh, Myth. Getting the limb on tempo.
That's right.
So they get into that 4 mark range. Joseph is cute sitting on the 4 mark range. And yeah, we still have Crispy and Cloak who are still alive. I think their strategy is probably similar to before. You know, just play it safe and then full send. The final zone.
Well, keep in mind, after game 1, they dropped 14 eliminations, so they're probably feeling pretty good. They're like, hey, look, we've more than likely set the most eliminations this day.
Definitely.
Probably hold off a little bit. I mean, obviously,
well, the 8 limbs, 3 points is still important, though.
Yeah. They may even be looking to...
Ooh, Tina Reyes.
Tina Reyes.
With the 7 eliminations right now. Tina Reyes is also an exceptional player. She's part of the Fortnites. I've just recently learned about her. I've caught a few of her streams. Amazing, amazing, amazing woman. You're going to want to catch those. And she's definitely one of the people to watch out because she's doing the scrims, she's taking the time, doing the practice, and really making an effort to make it all the way, which she is. Her and Cease sitting on 7 eliminations, going for their 8th right here.
Can they confirm it?
Oh.
It's super close.
Peeking into that minigun. I'm not sure if that's Tina Reyes with the minigun, but I think a lot of things are happening around Cease right now.
Yes.
He's like, I'm just going to take a little second over here.
Hold on. Panic. They do have the rift to go.
Oh, Myth! Just shotgun chap. Ambrute down to the storm, spawning to play themselves. HD going down, Zate going down, Valk going down. Lots of eliminations, and you see Vivid. This is Vivid's ideal positioning right now. He loves to have that high ground, be peeking down, no one's picking up at him, and he's just free to use his assault rifle on whoever he pleases. Who already having 5 eliminations. If he gets 2 more, he's going to be, 1 more, he'll be into the 2-point range. So, hey, Barney,
hey,
get some shots out there, Barney.
That guy, Barney, over there.
That guy, Barney.
But yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. This is Vivid. This is him in his element, right? He's like, yeah, I'm going to sit up top, especially with the silenced AR. It's much quieter. So even if he's taking shots, you're not paying attention.
Nobody is thinking to peek up above.
Exactly.
And I just saw Anthony's peek up and see that there is some flats going up above them. And Cease and Tina Reyes still only need 1 more elimination for that 8. But I think it's very important for them to also try and get into that top 5. So that's why you don't see them playing super aggressive. They know they only need 1 more. So just stay alive. 72 Hours does knock and finish Tina Reyes. Nico going down to Excels. And I haven't seen Bizzle. So I'm not sure if he's just playing quiet or if, him and his teammate are still alive with 4 eliminations. So they are getting that, 1 point, ×2.
That's right.
There we go.
That's right. They're just chilling. They're like, look, we've got the multiplier active. Let's just, even if they just place, that's 3 points basically.
Yeah.
Especially with that multiplier.
Joseph is cute. He was getting a lot of eliminations with those explosives, but now
he went out with a bang.
He just went out with a bang. Goodbye, Joseph. Oh. I think
wow.
Nico was already knocked, so Vivid finishes up the knock. Bizzle getting an elimination on Excels. And look at Vivid. Adding all these roofs, making sure that he is secure. Without having those bounce pads, you really don't have a lot of ways to get down if you don't have the shockwave or the rifts, or maybe you build your way down. I see a lot of people using walls and floors to go down, but nothing super quick. But that was close.
That was really close.
So Saf and Nico, they also have 3 eliminations right now. So if they get one more, that's a point for their team, which is definitely something they're looking out for.
They're also
taking a little bit of damage.
Bandits.
But, oh, wait, I just noticed Saf has 3 medkits.
He's probably looking to go to heal off.
This is looking a lot like a heal off. You see Cease, ooh, with the 8 eliminations, using a jump pad to try and get the high ground. I think there is someone up here. I think he might have just passed him, but oh, he's going to sit at the top, and he's just going to start his med kit. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to contest that high ground. Creo finishing off Vivid. And they have 3, so Clarify and Creo probably want to find one more here. 9 remaining in the zone. So no!
Oh, Sace had the double.
He can't use his medkit anymore.
It's too late, yeah.
Oh, and
the
that's
lobby's
7th
thinning out.
place. These are all solos
Barney's
left
down.
now. Bizzle,
Clarify thinks he's gonna go down first. Aspect might be the one.
Yes, Aspect.
Aspect is the winner.
All right.
Going to a heal off. Wow.
So that was really unfortunate. And what happened there is, I'm not sure if it was Creo who popped up and tried to...
We hop into the next game. So currently, right at the top, Bizzle and Psalm with 12 points. Sen Aspect and Lanane right behind them. Clarifying Creo with 7 points. Excels Strugs with 5. Crispy and FaZe Cloak with 4. And don't forget the top 10 currently, the duos will place in the money. So right now, Destroying Ghost Aiden right on the cusp.
Yes, and we have 2nd place, 8th place, and 11th place with 2 times multipliers, which is amazing. So Aspect having the 2 times for the victory. Anthony and Tina Reyes, those 2 squads having the 2 times for their 8 eliminations.
That's
so,
right.
Well, hopefully they don't die off the bat. You know, hopefully they win 1 up on Dingle Derper and KP5 and Salty again. We'll see. But it's definitely going to make for an interesting game. And, you know, past the point of the first few people, we see a lot still with those 3, 2, 1 points. So everyone is very close. It's just going to take, you know, that one amazing game like we saw with Bizzle and Psalm when you get those 6 points and all of a sudden, you know, what is everyone going to do with that?
Yeah. I mean,
you really got to challenge them now.
It's tough. Yeah. But again, you pointed out the scoreboard's very close right now.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how things unfold. We've got 3 games left to play.
I'm excited. Halfway mark. Let's do
Halfway
this.
mark. The battle bus is launching. So we're going to hop into game in just a second, which is now. I was literally 1 second away. Look at that.
Oh.
And now we are at this beautiful little park. There's a grill there. I'm actually kind of hungry. Let's walk over there. There's a chest. Hey. Here we go.
I get so excited every time I see chests or gold things glowing.
You're like, yes.
It's just all that positive reinforcement every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
See Zoof.
Hopping out.
So a lot more people headed towards the bottom right-hand side of the map, and quite a few hit it up. And it's kind of interesting. What I like to see in these games is where people land develops throughout the game. So if you're being very dominant in an area or other teams aren't landing with you, you're able to get a good position. You're not really going to be changing it up where you're landing. But we've seen a lot of people having those early engagements. And if you've now made it through 3 games and you're dying off the bat to the other team that's contesting you in your spot, you're definitely put into this place of unease where now you need to find another place where you can be safe or at least, you know, get a couple chests to put you at an advantage, hopefully. So it's always interesting to see where people decide to land after the first few drops. And eventually, I think it settles out. But going into game 4, I think a lot of people were probably switching up the way that they're playing things after last game. Like we see Salty Springs is totally left alone.
Which
means I think Dingle and KP5 might have said, okay, you 2-1 us, best of 3, we'll give you Salty.
And now we're over to PL and Vape Jesus.
Ooh, Nikolai and Symphony. I had a chance to play with Symphony. He is one of the best builders and editors that I've seen in this game. He is absolutely incredible. He plays the keyboard like a piano in a symphony.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I like that. I like that. Subscribe.
Ooh, Creo going down to Parallax, also taking out Clarify. So those guys are down and out. No chance for Creo to slay out the way he has been. And Oh, those guys are already low.
They are very
They're making
very
some
low.
choices right now. What do they want to do? Do they want to farm more? Do they want to engage?
I wonder if there's a chest.
And
in
it looks like these guys
lump.
are choosing
the
to
camel.
disengage, which is kind of interesting. I don't think that they know how low Nikolai and Symphony are, and maybe they just don't want to wait for 10 years for them to make a decision on what they're feeling like doing, and they're going to go take this rift. But denying other people rifts is also... Oh, so, okay, like I said, there you go. KP5 and Dingle Derper have chosen Junk Junction.
They're swapping it up.
Yeah. I said, okay, we'll give you Salty. We're going to go best of 3 these guys now.
There you go. Now we start over.
Tempo and the girly TV.
Look, and they bail.
They loot, and then
KP5
Porter
has
Rift.
another one as well. No
Interesting
way.
decision, but the zone is as far as it could possibly be from Junk Junction. So I think that early rift is a good decision. Hopefully pick up some new guns and resources along the way, giving themselves a little bit more of that advantage rather than, you know, looting as much as they can at Junk and then running for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Looks like they headed up to the Haunted Castle as well.
Beautiful new spot. I love it.
It's very spoopy.
Very spoopy.
Very spoopy. Check out the new safe zone. Lower half of the map, which is good.
So these guys are fighting in retail. Vivid and Barney versus... Vivid has high sensitivity, and I can't see. Oh, there we go. Punisher. These guys are they're just flicking around everywhere. All right.
Ooh.
Really, really clean shots by Vivid. I don't think he missed any of those. And I mean, that's what you expect out of Vivid these days.
Yeah.
He's just an amazing, amazing player that's come on the scene and just continued to dominate. Oh,
Gronky.
and Destroy.
That's a trap.
So
Hey,
now
Nick.
it's left with Aiden and Nick. Both of their teammates are down. Oh, this could not be a more perfect little 1v1 here. Who will res their teammate? Find out on tonight's episode.
Of the fall skirmish. I like the preemptive wall that Nick Merckx placed. He edited it and he was like, I'm going to look just to make sure. All right, I'm out.
And these guys definitely know what cripples them as console players. Like, I am sure there's certain build styles and things like that that make it more difficult for them to get an advantage. Side and Deluxe deciding to have a fight with Barney. Oh, nope.
They say, we're good. That's Vivid. We're out of here. Catch you later.
I wonder if they do know that is Vivid. Oh, C's getting a knock and finish on Hogman in the kill feed, and Deluxe, they're looking for somewhere to land. I think Psalm and Bizzle are sitting inside of Divot, so it's not the best place to go. Nick could get third-partied here. He's very low. It would take one shot, I believe. Ooh, Aiden's going for the res. I don't know if Nick knows this is happening.
All right.
So, oh, they try. Okay,
Look at that. They're both doing it together.
You can have a res. I'll have a res. We'll meet up in the middle. Then we'll have our 1v1.
The respect. Okay, this is what I like to see.
But we
look,
still have
CDN
C's and Upshaw in there.
They're also there.
Oh, so Deluxe inside choosing to go to Divot Warehouses and getting punished.
DMO though.
I mean, I think I would rather not run into DMO over Vivid, in my opinion.
Wait,
DMO is an insane player. Have you watched him play?
I personally have not. That is on my list.
He's crazy. And this is actually funny. So DMO and Bizzle are duo partners.
Right.
Yeah, so they're very close to each other. We'll have to see who finishes out.
Check out this replay from Peter Rays and Sace. So I believe they had the
Look at that.
multiplier.
Playing together, sticking by. That's what I like to
Aiden's
see.
here.
Oh! Oh!
Cut
no!
Nick off.
No. Oh.
You hate to see it. Ghost
Not
Aiden
like this. Oh, that was, I mean, just so clean by Aiden. Getting both of those shots easily. And he got the jump on them. But, I mean, only to be taken out by Upshaw and JTT, so.
Now, I wonder if CDN and Requiem are here. I believe they're on the other
I think
side,
they're sitting
more
in
to the
brick.
right. Keep looking. What, oh, the trap.
3 people have gone down to that same trap. That's amazing.
No.
So DMO and Camille's are fighting Anthony and Joseph. Still don't know if I have a photo of Joseph.
I thought I was gonna look over and see you on the phone, like
to check the social media. At Kitty Plays, by the way. All right, Anthony finishing off Demo.
Yep.
I'm very interested to see what Bizzle is deciding to do in this situation. I think he's probably telling his teammate That's a lot of fighting. We could third party, but we're risking it. What's important for us is to get good positioning, good resources, and not fight. And as you see, yeah, they're headed out of the divot. But
yeah,
just interesting styles coming out by all these players. You're seeing really hyper-aggressive plays, and then also, you know, we're good. We don't need to fight. We're chilling. We at the top of the leaderboard.
They don't want to fight, but look at who is just across the way here. It's 72 hours and Spicy.
Ooh. Yeah, and I think Tina Ray's and Cease they're in Salty, so we could see an interaction with those guys too. Wildcat, Pineapples, Fuzzy, Flame. A-Drive and Jaomok definitely hear this, and it'd be interesting to see if they decide to engage as well. It's always nice to be the third party to the party.
Take it. The third party to the party. I like that. All right. There you go.
So they're deciding to go up on the hill. Maybe they're going to take some fire. Both of these guys are standing like in the open. If they wanted to take shots with their silenced ARs, they'd be great, but choosing not to. Just getting a good positioning. And Saf and Nico pushing up on these guys now.
Flame is just like scouting right now, I think. Yeah, so he's up top. You can see, and he's like, all right, well, these guys are over here. Do we want to fight this? I'm not sure. I think.
You think that's what he's saying?
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Oh, no. Maddie going down to Squatting Dog and finished by Sofa. So it sounds like, yeah, Nico and Saf are choosing not to engage in this. They've had plenty of opportunities to push up this hill during that fight, but they're just choosing to farm a tree.
Ooh. Okay.
This is what I want to see. Well, maybe them not all hiding in buildings, but all in the same similar area. And they'll eventually be forced to fight with the zone. And so we do have one team who's made it into the points.
Okay.
But they are dead.
Oh, it's Ghost Aiden and Destroy.
Yeah, so they were able to get 4 eliminations, get that extra point. And, I mean, just consistent points on this board is going to be what gets these teams into top 10.
That's right.
So, I mean, Aiden and Destroy, I believe every game they've had a few points. So, good job, guys.
Good job. Squatting Dog and Sofa making a little bit of rotation now near Tomato Temple. Look, I don't know how we keep finding ourselves in this spot, but 78 players remain.
Yes.
You know?
Well, this is kind of the moment now where there's a little bit of a lull. I mean, except for these 4. But this is another chance for people. They've cleared the hard part. They've made it through that initial zone. They've had a chance to hopefully get guns that they're comfortable with, enough resources that they're comfortable with, and now it's just all about making those good positioning decisions. And it's a lot easier to choose, are you going to fight, are you not going to fight? Thieves just exploded Spicy, so I believe Spicy is Tom's partner?
Yes,
yeah,
72 hours.
72 hours is his partner. So they're choosing not to take the rift with them. I think Zhao knows that A-Drive won't be able to come over there and take it as well. But they are still in pursuit. Or is this a new...
This is, yeah, a new challenger has approached.
Oh.
Squatting
Big
Dog.
hit. And A-Drive isn't sitting very pretty on health either. And yes, I realize that's my new term, sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty.
Oh, I feel like that's like an old person thing to say or something.
What?
Sorry, everybody.
You're sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty. I'm sure there's like a pretty emote for that or something.
Can we get a sitting pretty counter?
Maybe like the sipping emote that Twitch has. You could post that.
Oh, fair. Okay.
You're just sitting there sipping your tea, sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty. This is super fun. I'm glad we get to hang out and cast this together.
Yeah, it is fun. This is awesome. And watch some great Fortnite.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Look, Parallax has got his little puppy.
Aww, he's very happy.
Look at the new safe zone. So we're moving back toward Tilted, which is pretty neat because don't forget we had like Myth, CDN, all in Tilted, so they don't really have to make that many rotations.
Those are nice complementing colors.
Yeah.
But these guys do spot each other. Over at L's, the team in yellow. And Parallax choosing to take a few silent shots at him, but very eager to see who's behind him. Oh, so I believe Maddie's already down in the situation. And
wow.
Just a clean shot onto
Wow, he landed on like the edge of it and then secures
like
the elimination.
Perch, like a little bird. He's like, hi. Caw! Here's a shotgun.
Back
did
at
you just caw?
Diner. Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I did.
Great. So this is, I like, you know, this Sofa's choice to Wait, what?
Chiller.
Did he?
He just.
What?
I think they meant to put a spike trap.
Yes.
And that was a chiller.
Oh, and so they just immediately ripped it out of there. That was interesting. And he was choosing to spray with the Scar instead of going for a shotgun or SMG play in that close range, which was interesting too, but ultimately paid off. They did win the engagement. So Myth has made this tower his own with Ceci. Very sweet.
Yeah.
Won't staying very quiet.
Yeah, they're just chilling. They don't really want to make a move right now. I think they're just trying to see kind of how things develop. Because they know they could hear someone around. You could see Smith was like aimed down sight, so he knew someone was close by, but he doesn't exactly know where.
Yeah,
obviously.
look at that center building, just totally covered up in brick.
Yep.
They're making some renovations ahead of the next patch.
I almost wish I could hear what CDN is saying right now.
I think he's probably pretty relaxed right now. Every time I've ever heard him in these